Holy mackerel. What happened here? I can actually see the floor. Something's missing. Can't tell. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Well, anyway, so went to the car show in Grants Pass, which I did post a video up and get a little footage of. Very little footage, actually. And anyway, so came home, and on the way up it was perfectly fine, and on the way back I was pulling a hill and lost power. That was due to fuel vapor lock, because everything was it was about 105 that day. Motor was running pretty cool though, but the fuel lines got hot enough and you could actually feel the gas boiling in the filter, so vapor lock was my issue there. And I got home, let the motor sit for a while, and developed a water leak again, this time on the rear freeze plug on the head. So y'all might be wondering why I pulled the entire motor just because of a freeze plug. Well, the reason is the rear main seal leaked, and so the front main seal. Oil pan seeped oil. The motor was a mess. The thermostat housing leaked a little bit of water. Now the freeze plug leaked. So I figured it's time for a reseal. The motor runs great, smokes a little on startup, but the compression was good, oil pressure's good, the valves are good, doesn't misfire. So I've got a good motor to start with, so I've got a full gasket set coming, which is going to come with basically everything I need, and I'm going to re-gasket it and resurface everything, paint it, and make it all purty, and slam it back in there. This motor was about the biggest pain in the butt trying to pull out. I cannot believe some of the design flaws that are on this thing. For starters, to separate the bell housing, you have to have the flywheel off because of these 4 bolts right here that hold the bell housing off. So that means you can't take the engine out just by itself. Technically, you'd have to take the engine and transmission out. But you can't take the engine and transmission out unless you pull the cab off. Or try and cut that cross member out because the transmission's too tall to fit in between there. So there's another problem. So what I had to do was take the tranny bolts out, which, mind you, that was a royal pain, and push the transmission back, which was also a pain, which meant I had to disconnect the drive shaft, which showed that I had a bad U-joint. And then, you guys are going to love this. The old flywheel's got a few burn spots on it. That's not the problem. That's no big deal. Here's the big deal. Which, of course, where is it? Oh, it's on the other side. The clutch. And here's an old style pilot bushing for you. Casing's gone. Take a look at this. Oh yeah. And look at this. Clutch is shot. Pressure plate. Don't know how you guys can be able to see this. Look at that right there. That explains why my clutch would only come out halfway. So, hoping I'm going to be able to get a new flywheel, pressure plate, and clutch. Apparently there's 3 different clutches available, according to O'Reilly's. So, they're going to match that up for me. I can't even get a stinking brass freeze plug set for this thing. So I got to pop all the freeze plugs out and go match them up. I'm going to get a new water pump for it. Like I said, a full gasket set. I'm going to take this thing down, drop the pan, take the oil pan off, valley pan. Then I'm just going to clean it all out, get all the sludge out. There was a bunch of sludge buildup right here. So I'm going to make sure I clean all that up, clean all the sludge out of the oil pan. The oil pump is still good because it had pressure of some sort. The oil light always went off, so that's what I'm judging by. Did run a little hot, So I might get a new water temp sending unit because the exhaust valves are all white on this. It is burning a little bit lean, partly because of that MSD and the Petronics. So anyway, but the heads are in good shape. Like I said, didn't misfire or pop or sputter, so I know the valves are still okay. Ultimately, I'd love to do a valve job on this, but that's just out of the bank account right now, because today I was supposed to be working on the 66, but those plans did not work. So, oh well, I guess it pays. I guess you have to pay to have fun. If I hadn't gone to Grants Pass, which was only 40 miles away, I mean, like I said, I drove up there early, so it was only about 60 degrees outside, so the engine ran, I mean, hardly even got warm. But on the way back, it was about 105, so everything got really, really hot for the first time in a while. This motor actually got probably over 180 degrees, so, and I'm sure I didn't need to yard the motor out. I mean, I could have just pulled the head, popped the new freeze plug, but my idea was, I'm going to fix it, I'm going to fix it right. And I'm going to go ahead and just service this motor. It's long overdue for new gaskets, and I'm sure with a good cleaning and new gaskets to seal it up, and a good paint job, and I think this motor will last for a little while anyway, enough to get me by, because this truck is my daily driver. I've been driving it every single day, and it's had no issues for the past almost 1,000 miles, so it's been, stopping and going and all that. So anyway, so I got my gasket kit, should be here Tuesday. Today is Sunday. So whenever I get this video uploaded, I don't know, today is the 31st of July. So I should be getting this video uploaded sometime this week. And holy cow, this video is over 7 minutes long. Another record. Sweet! Now it probably won't upload. Well, anyhow, I'm going to cut this short. The video's getting long. I am exhausted. Been out here since about 7 this morning, and it's now 8 o'clock in the evening. Had enough for a day. Monday, which will be the August 1st, I'm going to start tearing this thing down, getting it cleaned up, and hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday I'll be painting. Plan is get this thing done so I can get it back in, so I can start driving, so I can keep focusing on the 66, because I really don't want to be working on this GMC a whole lot. Can't afford to do both, and don't have the time either. So anyway, you guys will not be seeing a part 2 video for the MSD box for a little while. So the motor started having issues before I had a chance to make one. So anyway, alrighty guys, well, that's the update on the GMC. V6 is finally getting some love. See ya.